Did you know the next time you open a Lego set, something huge might be missing? Those little crinkly plastic bags will be gone. Lego is switching from plastic to paper, but this change isn't as simple as it sounds. Behind the scenes, Lego is rethinking how every piece is packed, how sets feel to open, and even how builders experience their first moments with a new kit. So hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon, because Lego's new packaging might change the way you build forever. The big shift in Lego. For decades, opening a new Lego set has always felt the same. You lift the lid, reach inside, and find those familiar lightweight plastic bags filled with colorful bricks. It has been part of the Lego experience for generations. But now, something big is changing, and it's happening quietly, but fast. As of late 2025, more than half of Lego's production lines around the world have already moved away from the single-use plastic bags that builders grew up with. About 56% of their packing lines are now using a new paper-based design, and the change is happening in factories across several continents. Facilities in China and Vietnam have already made major progress. Plants in the Czech Republic and Hungary are moving quickly, and the factory in Mexico is expected to join the shift by 2027. This massive change didn't just appear out of nowhere. It connects all the way back to a big promise Lego made in 2020. That year, the company publicly committed to making all of its packaging sustainable by 2025. Not just some of it, not just the easy parts, but everything. And instead of leaving it as a simple statement, they followed it with a significant investment. They set aside $400 million to make it happen, which shows they weren't treating the idea as a small branding exercise. They were preparing for a real transformation. Switching to paper. At first, switching from plastic to paper might sound like the easiest thing in the world. Just replace the plastic bags with paper bags and call it a day. But for Lego, it turned out to be one of the most complex engineering challenges the company has ever faced. Lego doesn't sell clothes, snacks, or books. They sell thousands of tiny pieces, many of them with sharp edges, specific shapes, and strict standards for quality. A simple paper bag couldn't survive that on its own. Lego ended up testing about 180 different types of paper in their search for a substitute that worked. They experimented with thickness, texture, coating, and strength. The paper had to be tough enough not to rip when a child opened the bag. At the same time, it needed to resist punctures from hard Lego bricks during shipping. It also had to feel good in the hand, look clean, print well, and bend the right way when sealed on production machines. It was far more complicated than anyone on the outside might imagine. One of the biggest challenges came from something most people never think about: humidity. Paper reacts to moisture, and Lego operates factories in very different climates. A paper bag that works perfectly in a cool, dry environment can warp, weaken, or tear in a hot and humid one. That meant paper that held up in Denmark might fail in Vietnam. Lego needed a single solution that could work across continents, seasons, and factory conditions. Eventually, they found a balance. The new paper bags include a very thin interior coating, only about 5% of the total material. It is technically a small layer of plastic, but it plays an important role by protecting the bag from sharp edges and making it possible to seal the bag with heat on their machines. Even with this coating, the bags remain recyclable in major regions like the EU, the US, and Canada. The unexpected benefits. As strange as it sounds, the shift to paper has created new experiences that many builders didn't expect to enjoy. The old plastic bags were completely clear. You could see the exact shape and color of every piece inside. With the new paper bags, the material is slightly translucent. You can tell pieces are inside, but you can't see them clearly. During testing, children actually said they enjoyed this small change. They liked the extra moment of surprise when opening each bag, and they thought it made the building process feel a little more playful and exciting. Another benefit came from the simple shape of the bags. Unlike the floppy plastic ones, the new paper bags can stand up on their own when opened. Anyone who has ever built a big Lego set knows how helpful that can be. With plastic bags, pieces often spill out or roll across a table. Paper bags stay upright, making it easier to reach inside while keeping your workspace organized. Builders can fold the tops closed during the build, reuse the bags to hold pieces temporarily, and keep everything tidy in a way that wasn't possible before. It's a small detail, but it genuinely improves the building experience. On top of that, the environmental benefit is significant. Today, more than 90% of LEGO's packaging by weight is already paper-based. Once you finish building a set, nearly all the packaging can go directly into your recycling bin. For many families, that removes the guilt that sometimes comes with buying plastic-heavy products. It gives parents and kids a simple, practical way to support sustainability without sacrificing the fun of building. Any change in a familiar experience can feel strange at first. For longtime LEGO fans, opening a paper bag instead of a thin plastic one may take some getting used to. Some people like the new feel immediately, while others say they miss the old bags. But after running large-scale testing around the world, LEGO found that the core building experience remains the same. LEGO instructions are changing too. The shift in packaging isn't the only update LEGO is making. While paper bags are being redesigned, the company is also exploring new ways to present building instructions. The biggest new tool is the LEGO Builder app, a free digital companion that offers 3D instructions on phones and tablets. When you scan the QR code on the instruction booklet, a digital version of the steps appears on the screen. You can zoom in, rotate the model, view it from any angle, and follow the steps in a more interactive way than paper allows. There's even a mode called Build Together that lets multiple people work on a set at the same time from different devices. Families can divide the build into smaller tasks, making it easier to collaborate. The app also gives access to thousands of digital instructions for sets released over the last couple of decades, which helps if someone loses a booklet or wants to rebuild an old set. However, digital instructions have brought mixed reactions. Some builders feel the app makes everything easier, while others prefer the experience of building without screens. Families without tablets or children who use LEGO as a break from technology may not want another digital step added to the process. And some builders who rely on the larger size of printed instructions find screens less comfortable to read. LEGO has taken these concerns seriously. At this point, the company has said they are not removing printed instructions from standard sets. The digital versions are optional additions, not replacements. Only a few special product lines are experimenting with digital-only instructions, and those are being used to test feedback before making any long-term decisions. What do you think? Do these new paper bags make LEGO sets better or worse? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed learning about these changes, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching.